That's a great question. Why do we get together as a church family and worship on Sundays? Now, when I was little, I remember reading in the Bible about the Sabbath. And so I would think, okay, well, we get together on the Sabbath and we worship. Well, think about this. The first day of the week is Sunday. It's the seventh day of the week that's the Sabbath. How does that go together? Remember, God, when He made the heavens and the earth, on the seventh day He rested. And it was later that He told His people, honor the Sabbath and keep it holy. That's one of the 10 commandments. But why do we worship on the first day, on Sunday? That came about because of Jesus' resurrection. Now, each year for Easter Sunday, we celebrate Jesus' resurrection, but really, every single Sunday is a celebration of Jesus rising from the dead on the first day of the week, on Sunday. And so the early church, the early believers, they got together every week on Sunday to worship the God who saved them, to worship the God who had raised from the dead. What an amazing thing. So they did that to remember and to remind themselves that Jesus was reason to celebrate. Now, Jesus had several run-ins with the Pharisees, and they were always getting on Him about not following the Sabbath. But ultimately, He let them know it's not about the Sabbath being something to rule over people, but God gave the Sabbath as a gift to the people. And that's the seventh day, that's a day to rest. But our day for worship, our day that we get together as a family to worship, is on Sunday, to remember that Jesus rose from the dead. Listen to this, though. This is something that kind of made this a little bit of a trick question. This is from 1 Chronicles chapter 16, verse 23. Sing to the Lord, all the earth, proclaim good tidings of His salvation from day to day. From day to day, we're to sing to God. From day to day, every day we need to worship Him and tell others about how amazing He is and the salvation He gave us. So worship, yes, we get together on Sundays to worship. And that is so important for us to gather as a family, to sing to each other and to remind each other of God's greatness, to study the Word, to hear His Word preached, to give and to worship in all those ways. But every day is a day to worship because our God is so great, we should worship Him throughout all of our lives. Now, I have a question for you. About how many Sundays do you think that there have been since Jesus' resurrection?
50,000 Sundays.
20 or 30.
201.
1,000,000,000,000.
Those are some pretty good guesses. But since Jesus' resurrection, now we don't know exactly what year it was or what Sunday it was, but from then to now, there have been over 103,500 Sundays. That's a lot of Sundays. But remember, we worship Him all the days, not just Sundays.